In this video, we will discuss the crypto market crash and what it means for the NFT market and the future of crypto. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice. We are not financial advisors. The NFT and crypto space is incredibly risky, so always do your own research. Gentlemen, has the music stopped? What is going on with the crypto markets right now?
It's dead. It's over. PO, we are seeing the sky is falling outside. We're seeing snakes, pigs, dogs, and random animals flying through the air outside here in Manhattan, downtown Manhattan. People are jumping out the windows from the banks here, even though they're working remotely. And yeah, it's just complete chaos out here in the streets due to this crypto market movement.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
Okay. Um, No, we've been calling for this. We've been saying this. Someone says I'm 100x longing. Well, nice big set of
Nice bet. Nice bet.
But outside of that, we got a long way to go here. So
Pretty much
yeah,
the fuck.
it's taking a dump. The crypto market's taking a dump, and that's where we're at.
Well, what's interesting here is that the volume line is actually acting as support on the price. I haven't seen that before.
Sorry, say that once more.
It was a stupid joke.
It was a geeky technical analysis joke.
Sorry,
but
I didn't look at that chart. I was busy sharing this show. That is ridiculous. Yeah, it's bouncing off the volume. So that's I don't know what PO
low
chart is looking at. Yeah, that's low. That's basically zero. So Ethereum has gone down to zero based on that chart. Okay, it's not at zero. Woo! I thought it was zero there for a minute based on what we were looking at.
Look at the head. Look at the head fake too. Just that brutal pump, little mini pump up before it just face melts down by 50%.
I mean, it was what we were calling for a while now. This was literally, I said we would test that bottom again. We pierced through it. We're now looking for the next support level, and we are below where my previous support levels were. I mean, next up we got pray that 2600, is the next stop down here. Below that, we're headed down to 18.
yeah. Well, let's all hope we go to 18 because that would be unbelievable. You're just racking up ETH for $1,800. Nick, do you want to show some technical analysis so that people can get your prediction, and then we can dive into what we think this means in the short, medium, long term for the NFT market this year?
I'm down to do that as the resident technical expert, genius across the entire market. People turn to this channel for the quality technical analysis. Right here, you can see this. What is this shape that we're looking at? We did say it was a like a panda throwing up.
Yeah, puking panda.
Leaned over the toilet and
we
threw
called
up.
we call that vomit at 2900 too. So
we
you know what I mean? Like, we didn't just call it a puking panda. We called it a puking panda way up at 2900. So
we legitimately did. So there's two things we're looking at. You want to go all the way down in if you want to check. You start at the hourly. Most people don't do this. I look at the hourly. I'm always interested for any adjustment in trends. We're not seeing any. We ain't getting much support here. You can go back and try and find where this last had anything. And you got to go back here. And we're below that, all those levels. This is the last one, but that's not even a support range. You got nothing on the hourly down to 2400, right? Like, there's maybe here 2640. I could see this range right here being one more. So we got one more stop after that. So we look at the hourly. We then go to the daily. That's the level that I'm typically most interested in. This daily.
This chart looks great the farther you zoom out. Could you pull this up on like a yearly candle?
They say when in doubt, zoom out, right? Right now, also
where's that big support line coming in at? Is that your 2600 level?
This is 18. This one's 28. No, anything over here is the only other one, and I can see. Sorry, 26 was this, but this is a weak one. But
ass support.
we did see it. Um, sorry, I'll just draw this out real quick if I could find this freaking tool. So I'm looking at that, and we saw that across here, bounce off of it. We saw it serve as resistance here and then pierce up. So this is an interesting range down here around 2,600. I'm interested to see if we bounce off of that. You want to see, typically you expect at least something down there. And then after that, we're just headed down to this bad boy, which is 18, in the 18 range. So that's, I mean, that's pretty much.
Well, Nick, I also don't know in PO what you consider about this, but do you think some people, like, some of it's also factoring in long-term capital gains? So like anyone that bought Ethereum in January of last year can unload at a way cheaper price now, and they're up like 2-3x.
Yeah, they're up a lot. I think that
No.
might be something, but at the end of the
Risk
day,
off, baby. Risk off. When you
Risk
see the
off.
market tank, eventually we got to get there at some point. If there's any indicator that interest rates are going up, we see a confluence of multiple macro indicators not in our favor. As you said earlier, if the main market tanks and then crypto goes down, you have cascading liquidity effects, basically. And so people want to get out of their highest risk items as fast as possible. So typically, like we said before,
So like you'll sell out of ETH and then you'll go into safer assets like Crypto Raiders token or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So we're looking at NFTs. You see a typical pressure down. We're not seeing much movement on that. Bored Ape still at 84 floor. Doodles has seen downward pressure below 10 ETH down to a 9 ETH floor. Meebit's headed back down as well. So we definitely see a lot of any low liquidity assets get hit the hardest and the fastest. That's not to say that NFTs are gone. That's not to say that Ethereum is gone. We just see these assets get hit, and it becomes a great opportunity to buy. A lot of what we've been discussing is we've been expecting this downward trend, and no indicator has shown anything else otherwise. So we're here for the long run, but in the short run, we look at these charts to just see what direction they are and potential indicators for us to enter back in.
Even though we expected this, it doesn't make the pain any less painful. Although it is nice that we've been talking about this. I de-risk from ETH in holding a lot of cash in NFTs, which is acting as a nice hedge right now. Shout out to everyone complimenting me on the new look. I did take off the mustache because I hadn't got a kiss from my wife in 2 weeks. So got my first kiss today. Also, the markets is making it look like I will need to be reapplying to be a regional manager for the Chick-fil-A's in my area. So I have an interview coming up later this afternoon as well.
I thought it was McDonald's that we all go to when this happens.
Chick-fil-A's big around here, and I'm trying to move up the corporate ladder.
Very nice. Well, I wanted to bring in some of my own technical analysis, and I think everybody kind of knows what I turn to, right? And so this is why,
Can we zoom in some?
Of course, Kix was just talking about, like, the quote unquote pain. I think it's starting to feel like I'm the only guy in the whole NFT and crypto market that doesn't feel pain when things go down. And if anything, I just get excited because
you're sadistic. You have sadistic tendencies, don't you? You like pain.
I wouldn't say I like pain. I'd say I like to buy things that I'm a perma bull on for cheaper than other times. So like some people apparently like to buy tops of crypto assets. I like to buy them when everyone else is crying about them. Now, I do want to put out a disclaimer. This is not a trade. So I don't buy these things with the intention to sell them later. So if you're thinking I'm going to buy something for one amount of fiat currency and then sell it for a larger amount of fiat currency later, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about accumulating the assets that you have, down in your plums, high level conviction in forever, right? So I'm not doing this with like a random NFT project that just came out this morning. I've done my homework on Bitcoin, more homework than I think every single person I see on Twitter has done, apparently, besides Michael Saylor, because everyone starts crying when the stuff goes down. And the bottom line is, I'm convinced the thing's going to go up. So I just don't care. I don't sell it. I don't value fiat currency, and thus I'm totally fine in situations like this. So what
Well,
I have
Nick,
pulled,
or
yeah,
sorry, Pio, I'm no rocket scientist here, but what I'm noticing from this model is that usually when you see the green color, you're gonna have a bad time after it, and we're starting to see the green color.
yeah, I mean, so what I was going to say is this
Yeah.
model treats Bitcoin like other scarce assets, like gold and silver,
That
and
was
it compare.
quality technical analysis. Sorry to interject there, but Captain Kicks just said it spot on. Basically, he said we may be in for a year or two of some, bad times, fun times though.
So here's
Continue.
my assessment is I would have been right there with you had we had a blow off top and had a similar cycle to the previous one. So here I'm actually going to zoom out again real quick. And I know that all of a sudden I'm just talking about Bitcoin and I'm talking about the stock to flow model, and a lot of people in the NFT space are like la la la, like, you know, when you start talking about like Bitcoin.
Not just in the NFT space, in case you're wondering. There's a lot of
But
other people, rational, intelligent people, who think this is a bunch of shit. But continue, please.
but you need to understand that Bitcoin makes this whole world go round, literally, and
Not really.
Ethereum does not move without Bitcoin. So anyway, if you look at these tops, these are the tops of the previous halving cycles. Okay, so you see the blow off top here to over $1,000. That was like kind of that 2013 one that went crazy, and then you see the one that basically everyone knows about, which is in 2017 when it hit 20 grand, right? And we didn't see that this time, which surprised a lot of people. Most of the Bitcoin maximalists were talking about 200,000, 250,000, myself included. I was incorrect. I thought it was going to hit literally.
Here we go. That's the beginning.
I thought it was going to hit 200. I always acknowledge it, man. I always acknowledge when I'm incorrect. I can't remember a time that you've said that you were incorrect, by the way, Nick. And so check it out. So 220K in 2021 didn't happen. In fact, we didn't even get close.
But
okay.
Also, as the market caps of these things get so high, can you even have blow off tops anymore? It's a $1 trillion asset. Like, how do you get a blow off top on a $1 trillion asset?
Exactly.
And you go up to just 4 trillion arbitrarily.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, technically correct.
And if you start listening to the on-chain analysts, so because of blockchain technology, we can analyze this in a way that we've never been able to analyze any other market, and that is with on-chain analytics. The biggest names in that are Plan B, Willy Woo, and Will Clemente. Those are the three biggest names. And if you listen to...
All swing and a miss.
And
they all probably sold at 70K, let's be honest.
If you listen to Clemente and to Willy Woo, what they're starting to say is, because we didn't see the blow off top, and because now the halving that happens every 4 years is becoming less and less significant, because originally you were going from like 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes to 25, which is like a difference of 25 Bitcoins. That's significant.
But going from like 2.5 to 1.25 isn't as big of a deal.
It's not even close, okay? And so what they think that we're going to see now, and plus also you have to keep in mind, since March 2020, since COVID, people like Michael Saylor, the corporate world and the sovereign world has really woken up to these assets. And the one asset that they can buy is Bitcoin, right? You can start to make a case for them also buying Ethereum, but pension funds aren't about to ape into Vitalik Buterin's magic money that he's changing all the time. They're going to ape into Bitcoin, okay? So let me just finish on this. What they think that we're going to start to see is rounded tops, okay? And this actually goes in line with Dan Held's super cycle theory, which is that this past Bitcoin cycle is really the last sort of cycle with these blow-off tops. And what you're going to see is a gradual rounded top with Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see this move up all year and we don't get a proper crypto winter. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
So just all wrong. Real quick, I just want to tear apart some of the things that you said there. First of all,
oh my God, I can't wait.
We've never
tear apart?
We've never had this type of data, this on-chain data before. Literally, you can track every stock traded. You have a record.
Not in the same way, bro.
Well, outside of black book closed markets, there are private markets that you can't track. That is true, but that's called that same thing exists with Bitcoin. with Bitcoin, in case you're wondering, there's over the
Because they
counter.
could be trading on
There's
OTC.
over OTC markets that enable this to go down, and you can't keep track of those different things. So let's just say that that's the case. I'm gonna skip debugging all of them for one, or debunking all of them for 1 second.
Because you had
just to
nothing
show,
to debunk.
No,
You
just
didn't
to
even
show you
debunk
one
the
other
first
thing.
one.
Let's just show you one other thing. I want to bring up one other chart here before we're not even in the NFT part of this yet. This is an
Yeah,
NFT
it's gonna get
show.
real juicy. If you're listening right now, it's about to get real juicy.
Smash that subscribe, lick the like. We about to deliver some straight alpha. Ben shared this in the Discord. Same exact number of days from the
Damn.
bottom to the top.
See,
1,064 days.
this is more of my kind of analysis right here.
There
Like
you
that's
go.
literally that's science right there. That's irrefutable science. We have a sample size of 2, but I don't care. I don't even need to see 3.
Sample size. Yeah, and so you know, whatever model you're using there, PO, that one is straight legit right there. And
The stock to flow model super legit.
Well, and then
well,
also
it's been disproven at this point. So
we
No, it
have-
hasn't.
we have literal Bored Ape Yacht Club is leaving a comment. That's how popular our show is.
It's not actual Bored Ape Yacht Club.
I'm pretty sure it is. So they said the issue isn't with crypto. The issue is with NASDAQ. So you also need to factor in NASDAQ to get an accurate idea of what's going
macro.
on.
When in doubt, zoom out. And in the case of zooming out, outside of the technicals of going hours, days, weeks, you got to go out from micro to macro. And so that's where you're completely spot on. The NASDAQ, SPX, SPY,
wrecked.
all these
wrecked.
things.
All the stuff starting to unwind. The only thing that's not unwinding out there is literal JPEGs that are on the blockchain are just still absolutely exploding. You gotta love to see that.
Shopify down to 882, just absolute jump
Shopify 50% off of its highs, a company that's going to be the next Amazon. But guess what? That picture of a clown that I bought a week ago just doubled in price. And so I got to tell you what, I just talked to a buddy earlier who's in the stocks and just in crypto, down bad. And I just think that people out there, we got to be lucky that we got some exposure to the NFT space. Because a lot of people out there are hurting and we're not.
But why are we not? We're not because we denominate those trades in Ethereum and we're not denominating it in fiat currency. So I don't care about Ethereum getting cut in half. I care about actually racking up more Ethereum, even if the US dollar amount goes down.
It's also, why aren't we hurting? Your boy here's got a nose for the market, as they say. And I'm
that dude
always
can smell a dirty diaper from a mile away.
Just telling you. And so all that I'm saying is I know when things are going south and I know when things are going north. And the reason we're protected is because in Lego Batman with a great comment there of everybody hurts sometimes yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. I'm lost my train of thought. But the bottom line is because we've been in NFTs, baby.
Well, Nick, if you can pull up the
cash, you should see my bank account straight up.
Can one of you pull the charts that you had up where it showed like the exact amount of days and it lined up like that little chart? Because I think an interesting narrative, and I'm sure some of you out there have heard this same thing. Some people are comparing NFTs to the ICO craze of 2018. And when you look at that chart that we pulled up, that shows that like we had the exact same amount of days of a bull run for Bitcoin in like 2016 and 2017, and it lines up to the day of at least what now is the top of this run, what exploded in like the first 6 months of 2018, and that was ICOs. A lot of people out there are comparing NFTs to what ICOs were in 2018, which is like a highly speculative market. People are getting wrecked on the traditional assets, so then the money starts pouring into just the wild, bubbly gains. And I don't know when or where or how the ICO bubble popped, but that's something I'm definitely considering now as well, is just, because here's the thing, like, if crypto continues to unwind, it's probably going to send more people into NFTs, just herd signaling, FOMO effect. But then at a certain point in time, if like what we may get is that blow off top you were talking about, Pio, we may get a blow off top in NFTs after everybody just capitulation piles into them. So that's a narrative that I'm trying to evaluate as an NFT trader and investor over the next like 6 months of this year is once again just drawing the conversation full circle. How are all of these other macro events affecting us as NFT traders? Short term, I feel really good. Long term, I'm uncertain, but short term, I'm feeling good. I think there's a couple of things to factor in too, which is as tokens continue to drop, in the activity trading in tokens, it's not people trying to swap tokens or trying to sell into USDC, and once they're done with that, gas can drop pretty significantly. I don't know. You both were around. Do you remember in May of June of last year when Ethereum was at 2,000? We had Gwei that was like 10. We had Gwei of 10 to 20. I remember back then thinking 53 Gwei was like unusable. So we may get to a part where like the crypto, it kind of slows down its decline and levels out, and that's where we may get the blow off top in NFTs.
Well, I look forward to gas being at that point. There were also way less people in the NFT space. You have a lot of competing resources at this moment in time. What's interesting is actually if you scroll up there, Pio, and check out the chart. What happened to yeah, so that index had taken an initial dump there. And so, maybe that was the beginning of indicating where the market was headed. But who knows? There's a lot of made up stuff that we discuss on this show. And what we like
everything about this show is made up.
Is just words coming out of our mouths. I'm going to be honest. I mean,
if society ends,
what we're discussing.
Imagine 2,000 years from now, like aliens come to our planet and they somehow are able to access YouTube and they watch this show. Imagine them just thinking about us as a civilization. They're like, these guys were trading their human currency for pictures on a computer and making bank. You know what the aliens are going to be like? We're going to resurrect. We're going to find the graves of Kix, Pio, and NFT Nick. We're going to bring these guys up to year 4,000 because these guys, they got some cash. They got some moves. We want a little bit of this.
Real cash. So they say, what site are you using to use that data? That's the nifty.com. That's the nifty.com. So you're going to want to take a look at that. That's going to be we're going to be posting updates to that site. We're actually deploying one. We just deployed real-time sales tracking. It's not published yet to the front-end charts, but we're now collecting that data in real time. So we're making a lot of progress and a lot of updates coming. So get excited for that.
And Nick, the data over there, which Pio's looking up, like the volume in units looks okay, and then Pio, if you look at the volume in dollars, looks pretty strong today.
Stronger than yesterday.
Yep. I think yesterday was messed because of gas. I think yesterday was really messed up. Yeah, because the volume, just everything gets clogged when people are getting liquidated and panic dumping. But the volume today looks good. It looks like we may even break through what it was like 2 days ago, and we'll be in maybe like the top 10 days of this year, maybe the top 5. So once again, that's the crypto bear narrative playing out. Crypto crashes, it clogs the network, so NFTs sometimes get a little bit of a pullback, but once the network decongests, everyone starts piling into NFTs. So we're seeing the follow through today. I think we could be set up for a pretty good weekend. Also, there's going to be a lot of people just hammered drunk after how much money that they lost in stocks and crypto, and we're going to get that hammered drunk money in NFTs. We're going to get some people just drunk buying Azukis, Ape Beasts, Bored Apes, anything under the sun.
Some simp DAO.
They can make a comeback this weekend.
Look, just to give you guys my honest predictions for short term. I agree with Kix. I think that NFTs are going to be decent in the short term. I think that it's pretty likely that we get a Bored Ape Yacht Club shout out at the Super Bowl from Snoop Dogg and Eminem. It seems like it's trending that way. Snoop Dogg tweeted about Bored Ape Yacht Club from his account today, 19 million followers. There's been rumors about the Bored Ape coming out at the Super Bowl. that could just bring people that aren't even in crypto into NFTs. I think that there's a bunch of events that will happen this year that will bring in big waves of people to NFTs specifically, right? Because a lot of people push back on quote unquote crypto, but collectibles and things like that can bring them right in. And so I think that NFTs will be fine. And I think if you want to be able to be comfortable braving an NFT bear market, and me and Kix went through a horrendous one after Nifty Gateway, like so bad. And the way to deal with that is to just have your money in really good stuff, like not bullshit that just came out, like really, really good stuff that you've like done research on. Like I know, God forbid you do research, but like that you've actually done research on and developed conviction in, like this Stapleverse thing, for example, that looks like it's doing really well. Like I'm feeling pretty damn good about it. And I don't care if the market goes down, you know?
Well, like, you know,
Feeling
short,
fresh.
I'm ready. I'm
Feeling
willing
fresh.
to, I'm willing to ride out like a little like 2-week NFT bear market. But if we're going to have one like we had in March, I'm not like sitting in blue chips. I'm getting the fuck out. I am dumping on every single listener on this show. I will be watch margin call. I'll be that company dumping 9 a.m. soon as the markets open. I will be out of there. I will burn bridges, and I will see you for the next bull run with a lot of cash.
Get that money. Get that money.
I'll be the first out of the door.
About that
I will be the
cash.
first out of the door. I will go to
We're
Genie,
talking about the
and
cash.
I will have Genie custom code me a sell everything button.
Yes.
And I'm just going to list it all.
Yes. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing. If you're sort of wondering what my trade is here, I'm just sitting all stacks of cash. Hold on. Let me get rid of that real quick. A little bit shorter now. That was a lot of cash. I
There's
just
a lot
wiped
of
that.
cash
I
you're
just wiped
sitting
that
on.
off my chair. But now we got, maybe I'll have to grab some off the ground. Hold on one sec. Ugh. Sitting on
Back on that
stacks of cash. So what I would say is a couple of things. One, do we have our NFT in the comments below? Because if we do, which we should, you're going to want to check that out so you can hop in the private area of our Discord. That's the key thing. Someone asked if I'm on drugs. No. Your boy is sober. Been sober for many years now. I was just born this way. And that's what, because drugs conflicted with this sort of reality that
With your cash
you
and
can
your
understand
gains.
that, yeah, things.
I mean, everyone's had a bad crack habit, Nick. I've told you this plenty of times. It's not that uncommon. The thing is that you got over it, and you're better now as a result. I'll tell you what. I got a question for both of my co-hosts here.
Go.
There's been a couple
that
monumental moments that have been the top of NFT markets.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Mutant Ape Yacht Club,
Yeah.
right? Before that, we actually had Meebits. So Meebits was the top in May.
Baby. Yeah, right there.
Mutant Ape Yacht Club was the top in August. Mechaverse was the top in whatever we had that mini bear.
Right there.
What's next? Is Hate Beast the top?
Oof.
Is Hate Beast reveal the top? What's that reveal date? Can someone give me a date on that?
Dude, we got to find that out about that. But this is not of the same significance as Mutant Ape Yacht Club. I'm going to be honest. It's not the same thing. The amount
Neither
of
was
hype,
Mechaverse.
Mechaverse, yeah, another one. It's not indicative of the broader market, but I will say it was indicative of how much pain this market can truly sustain. We've been saying for a moment, though, this leaderboard not looking like this looks like tail end run of an NFT bull market. Although what's weird is we haven't gone deep into those like shit NFTs, like real crappy NFTs. We're not at that point yet. We do see some, I think Irene Dow made it up there at some point.
That counts for sure.
Well, I don't know what Meta Doge Club is. Crypto Chicks, not familiar. Genesis Creeps, those were doing well.
Doing
These
really
feel
well.
These feel like solid projects for the most part. Full Send did all right. Actually, quick note on that. Can I share a quick story about that?
Yeah.
So I'm not in Full Send. Their floor has just been stuck at 1, hasn't been moving. I went in their Discord and I was listening to them do their call. And they were like, our entire focus, I lose sleep over the floor price. We're just trying to do things to make the floor go up. All we want to do is make the floor go up. And that's all that we're focused on. And and that floor price is entirely based on our effort, AKA it's a security. So when you're investing, they were literally using the word investing in our NFT and focusing on the floor price of the fact that that thing looks like straight hot garbage that I don't think they're going to deliver anything.
I'll tell you what, they're going to full send it though on their roadmap.
Oh, it's going to be a full send. Come on.
That's for sure.
They're going to, like, are they going to full send themselves out to like an island and be like, just full send off? Oh, and just peace out. They're gonna get on, or like a Navy ship, full send off. Like they're just gone.
I mean, we were talking about houses earlier. You think houses aren't cheap? Look at islands right now. Islands are through the fucking roof. If you're trying to scoop up an island,
So, but I don't know that they made enough money on this. Actually, they only made like single-digit millions.
Yeah, you're not gonna get an island off that money.
That you can't buy that. You can barely buy any place in the tri-state area based on what I've been looking at. And let me tell you, it's a source of deep depression and despair. So yeah, that's been the situation there. I don't know about that.
I'm feeling good about NFTs though. I'm sitting in a lot of the cash. Got a teensy bit of ETH, but I'm literally looking at the rest of my ETH as just cash to spend on NFTs.
Okay.
When I feel it.
Okay.
Like I bought 3 Azukis yesterday because I was feeling it. So I don't like ETH anymore. I don't like ETH anymore.
You're sending a message that you don't like ETH anymore. You're just like, here's 10 ETH towards a Zook.
Like it was nothing. I'm treating it as like ETH's at 1,500. It only cost me 15K to get into that puppy.
So, yeah, I mean, I think we're in a place that we're liking NFTs. We're still spending money on them. Again, it's not clear how that's going to end up, but we're very bullish on the NFTs that we're buying. And it'll be interesting to see what happens. We still currently have sponsors reaching out because they believe in the future of NFTs. And there's a lot of investment coming into this space, despite the fact that the price of Ethereum could be dropping, the price of crypto could be dropping. And I'll just tell you, that's honestly going to attract a lot more people into the space, in my opinion. I think this is going to be a different type of dip. And
100%, Nick. 100%.
That's what we saw at the top. This was a different type of top. I think we're going for a different type of dip.
Like what kind of dip? Like just absolutely brutal?
Real dip. You got to get in there. You extract, as you're familiar with.
Like it's just a straight line down for like $1,000.
I was just thinking scooping out that dip out of a container the way that you like scooping it out.
You want me to do it right
now? No, I'm good.
I'm calling the top of NFTs on Super Bowl Sunday. Blow off top Sunday, February 13th, 2022.
The top of NFTs.
Not forever, but a local blow off top.
Well, what about the day after the Super Bowl when a bunch of normies come in? By the way, Stapleverse is showing that NFTs are not dead. Multiple 5 ETH sales here now that the metadata has been leaked and people are looking into what the rare Stapleverses are.
That's just money laundering.
Oh, shit. So we should have bought these. We should have bought these.
Who was bringing them up?
How's yours looking?
I actually got a rare one. I got a dumpling. So for once, your boy got something rare. And so people in our Discord
what's the floor on that?
Let's find. Well, we can't tell.
Let's see it live.
Yet. We can't tell on OpenSea, but the boys in the Discord were saying that's an easy 2 ETH killer P.
How rare is a dumpling?
They're 232. It's a 2% rarity.
2%.
That's not rare.
In this one, it is, boy. Okay, all right. Well, this is different.
No, so Pia made a little cash, dude. Let's get a round of applause going. Everyone in the chat say, "P.O. go get that bag, get that cash, get that 2 ETH."
Stay getting that cash. I stay getting them, man. But you guys are gonna see. You're gonna feel dumplings emerge. Everyone's gonna be talking specifically about dumplings. So
I could see a dumpling kind of.
Burtonist J literally just pinged me, said, "Yo, Pio, you can easily sell that for 2+. Bango, bango, boom,
boom,
bada bing, bada boom."
Get the
and just cash.
Do we got any hot mints on the horizon this weekend?
Can we check out any remaining ones?
Mint. I want a mint. Is there any good mints? If you're in the chat and you know some juicy mints coming up tonight, tomorrow or Sunday? Drop it in the chat. Let us
What are
know.
we gonna buy?
We minted this morning, and it went up to its 2x. I sold one at the 2x. It actually went a little bit past 2x to 0.145. And then, as usual, it pulled back here to 0.11.
Oh, did it miss me on the? Did it skip over me? Did mine not sell?
You didn't sell any? It
Oh,
looks
dude,
like
as soon as
it sold. It sold. It
Oh,
sold.
very
nice.
nice. Very nice.
I sold the top.
I was
baby.
about to say, what if everyone just saw your Ninja Alert list and they just fucking dumped on you,
That could have been
attacked the
case.
floor?
It's possible, man. It's possible. But it looks like it's creeping back up. This one really had some steam. So this is Dead Army Skeleton Club. The art looks pretty cool.
Dask.
But this minted this morning. We also minted something yesterday, which is Crash Test Joyride. We'll see how that's doing. That's
Oh yeah,
a very
what's the deal with
interesting
that one? I don't know anything about that. Captain Kicks just said buy. I spent some gas on that out of our wallet, our trading wallet. But that was because
Yeah,
we didn't make a last trade with it.
I may have to wear a dunce cap for this one. I did also on my own plow in about 1.5 ETH into it. It was
I plowed
really
in a half
dumb,
ETH.
really dumb play. I was like mentally going through some things and just kind of did it. But luckily my Azuki plays have made up for that. So that's my life right now. Hitting wins and then just doing stupid shit to just, get myself right back to break even.
Well, very nice.
I need an airdrop. I need another airdrop. That's what we've been lacking.
Yeah,
we need another airdrop.
I deserve another 20 grand. Like just hand it to me.
Dude, Adam Bomb Squad floor hit 0.4 ETH.
I still own one.
That's ridiculous.
There should be an airdrop called Bear Drop, and they unlock the tokens the farther ETH falls. So, like, if ETH goes to 2,500, more you get an airdrop of more Bear Drop, and that keeps everyone happy. When elsewise they're super sad. Whoa, 0.4 on the Bomb Squad. Pio shaking that head. Pio, we've all had those situations where, a project is not doing shit, starts dropping. You sell the bottom. You say, I'm never going back. Little do you know that ex-girlfriend comes back from the grave drunk late one night and just open hand slaps you out of the blue. And you
Straight in the
see a
face.
0.4 all-time high.
Straight in the face.
Pretty lousy.
Someone said we're
especially
going to
when you-
airdrop that Kayosh token, and that's actually a very good idea name for our token. So
Well, I
we'll
wonder if
definitely-
it's pumping on like another airdrop. Like maybe they partnered up with like a food truck or something, and
It's always
and
a
it's
food
pumping.
truck. It's always like maybe they partnered with a pop-up restaurant.
I mean, this is okay. Are there any other NFTs that we're looking at here? I don't want to just drag this on for no reason. I want to make sure that
Are
we
you
deliver
bored of us?
That's
You bored of
straight
us
alpha.
already?
No, I'm just saying that this show's all about that alpha, and I want to make sure that we're always
Oh,
on
I
top
respect it.
of delivering that alpha.
That's
on a
why I was
consistent
asking. I feel
basis.
like there's going to be a banger mint this weekend, so I wanted to see what was on the radar here. I mean, man, there's some potential plays out there. Like, do you get in Fanta Bear at 2 ETH? Try to ride that baby back up to 4, or is that kind of a one and done? Pumperino. Let's pull up the 24-hour top volume. Let's see if there's anything juicy out there that we can talk about. Creeps Genesis 3.75, and then the derivative project 0.53. Congrats to Creeps Army. Y'all got to be happy about that.
Yeah. That is crazy. I got the cool monkeys pulled up. We
You
don't
know
know
what's
what's going
funny?
to happen with these.
The pigeon one that you
Jeff Staples.
that the metadata was not revealed properly. Back to back, we get these people in the streetwear industry just incapable of running a technology business, and that's all good. It's all good. And someone said Illuminati big NFT announcements.
We
bought
got it.
Oh.
What did I say?
Where's
what
it
did I
at?
say?
Where's it
Where's
at?
it at?
I mean,
14
we're doing like a little
14th floor.
informal. We're doing an informal wallet update. Should we buy a Staples verse with the Nifty wallet right now?
I don't like buying into FOMO, but
Nope.
Okay,
Wait for
let's
it to,
skip it. Wait for
should
it.
have
to-
for it to
position
go
ourselves.
flat. Wait
Yep.
for the reveal.
hey, Slim Hood's up to 2 ETH
Crazy.
from 0.05
From zero.
or
No.
0, a 20 of like an infinite Xer.
Yeah.
Point
Literally
zero
infinite
zero
gains.
one basically
Yeah.
is where it was
like
at.
literal zero.
What a comeback story. What a comeback story.
It's 'cause
Actually,
people-
well, one of my buddies told me that he saw Invisible Friends and showed it to his fiance, and she absolutely loved it.
It's a popular one
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
I've also had people outside the NFT space bring up Invisible Friends. No one knew that the random character collective was going to be Slim Hood's Mood Rollers and, of course, Invisible Friends. If you had swept the floor on Slim Hood's when it was literally at zero, you'd have enough to then trade for Mood Rollers, right? And so you'd also have you need 2 Slim Hoods and 2
You
Mood
wouldn't even need
Rollers.
to do that. You wouldn't trade anything. You'd go retire on your island that you bought, as Captain Kick said. Like you'd have enough at that point in time because you bought 1,000 of those at 0.001, aka you put in 0.1 ETH.
No, but the
Is
gas. You're
what-
forgetting about gas.
Well, I'm hoping Chad's
ignore
NFT
gas.
takes a similar move. I got 75 of those. That'd be a great comeback story from I think it's 0.00.
I think you're the
0.01.
only believer in Chads.
Look at this thing. This is kind of
Ninja
cool.
Turtle Illuminati.
That's kind of cool. I like that. I like the shadowing. I like the little pimple dimples on the frog. That's high quality.
Jesse McAuliffe just said, "P.O. wrong again. You don't need 2 of each." I literally read it in the Discord. I don't know what to tell you, man. If you know the secret sauce on how to get whitelist for Invisible Friends, that's different than what it says in the Invisible Friends Discord. Let me know.
Yeah, that's written different than the actual directions, is P.O. saying. Like, yo, if you read the directions, it says one thing. So clearly you got different directions. Now, do they honor both forms of those directions? We don't know.
So Illuminati, we bought it like 35 and it's at 43. So it's creeping up. The problem is we need these things to like really go up. You know what I mean?
We need this at least to be at 1 ETH so we can capitalize on a gain. We'd like this to be at 14 ETH, though, for us to really have a big banger. That'd be huge.
How's
I'd
our
like it
links
to be
now?
at maybe 30 ETH.
Links down at 59. Yeah, things are creeping up, but you know, you need it to really hit. I like the link style buy. I really do.
Thank you.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
thank you
We'll end up
guys.
seeing.
Yep. Someone keeps saying to talk about Aku chapters. Like, stop
Oh,
posting that over and over
and just to exit, Twitter's Twitter account
Yeah, switch
changed their
PFP.
profile pic to Crumbles, and it shot through the
Crumbies?
roof. Crumbles, something. That's a cool way to exit Twitter. I'll shoot you some DMs. I could use some profile pic changes over there.
Yo, smash that subscribe, lick the like, crumbly. That's how you say it. Okay, thank you there, Laguna Carta.
I was right.
And also hop in our Discord, and on the way there, while you're driving over to the Discord, pick up an NFT, pick up a nifty portal on the way. Selling still at a crazy discount.
And I just want to go out and say the Twitter employee that changed that profile pic to Crumbles, probably insider trading, accumulated a bag ahead of the time. That's what I would have done.
That's what I would have done too. Anon wallet, ape in.
Easy mode.
Easy
All right,
one.
y'all.
Thanks for watching.